everybody, welcome to a new SpinTires MudRunner video. Today I'm going to be playing on the new Valley map, which is from the Valley DLC, which released yesterday. And today I want to talk about that DLC and how it released, because there were a couple things wrong with it. So first, place my keyboard and mouse right. Right, that's done. Set a waypoint to this watch point. So I will be playing the map at the same time as I will be commentating. If you enjoyed these type of videos, make sure to leave a like and leave your feedback down in the comments below. That would be appreciated. So about the Valley DLC, why I want to talk about it is because a lot of people were experiencing performance issues. There were big lag spikes, people not being able to play the game normally without lagging. I personally had this issue as well. As you could see on my stream yesterday, I will try to put in a clip from that on this video, so you guys can see what I mean. But it wasn't really too fun to play with. And I wanted to talk about how you can fix this, because I'm sure a lot of people have this issue as well. On the Discord chat of MudRunner, a lot of people were telling us as well that they were experiencing problems, and people were thinking maybe it's like PC specs or mods, and it turns out that if you reinstall the game, that if you download the game, download the update, sorry, and then start it up, then you're getting, some people are getting huge amount of lag spikes, which is really weird. And after reinstalling it completely through Steam, it works just fine, like in this gameplay, because this is the same map as yesterday and same specs, everything, only better FPS. So that was something I wanted to touch on. For the rest, I think the new DLC is pretty cool. Those vehicles are fun. I played with this one, the A969, I believe, and I played with the new one, the big truck. I have to see how it's called, the E7429. Those I played with already, and the third vehicle I haven't seen yet, so I'm curious if it's maybe on this map or maybe somewhere else. So that's what we're going to do today, and check it out a bit. I also did that already on the live stream yesterday, so if you have watched that, you will know that some of the stuff already. And also, I want to ask you guys, do you like these type of videos with commentary? And if you like that, make sure to leave a like, or if you don't like it, make sure to leave a dislike. Or you can also leave a comment with feedback on what I can improve, and maybe I can change. My English isn't too good at the isn't the best which you ever hear, but I think it is too bad. Sorry if you can't stand it. I know. I'm trying to improve, and I'm getting stuck over here. Let's winch yourself out. I must say, this little truck is pretty good for going off-road. It doesn't seem like much, but once you're playing it, it's not bad. I mean, I've seen worse, like mods. And I also hope that Focus Home Interactive or Saber, the developers, are continuing to make awesome DLCs like this. because I like it. It shows that the game isn't dead as people thought when MudRunner first released, because people were thinking like, yeah, it's just the same game as the old one and nothing new, no reason to buy it. But I think you should. There's the new publishers have already proven that they're working on game. They're trying to update it as much as possible and to not let it die out like the old one, and I can really see the effort. Also, in the Discord chat, if you have any questions and you tag one of the community managers or community staff, then you'll get help almost instantly on normal work days, so not in the weekends, because then they aren't working. And that's something I really like about it, and which I kind of missed with the old SpinTires. With the old SpinTires it was just a little bit of, yeah, you can figure it out yourself and then see what happens. Now with this you get actually support from the developers and the publishers. I also wanted to touch on the modding, because now, as you already know, it's still in a workshop, still no maps, but map support is coming soon as well. So that's something I look forward to as well. I want to ask you guys if you have any ideas for the DLC, for future DLCs of this game. Do you have something that you want to see coming, or something you don't want to see happening, or maybe stuff that the current developers or publishers can improve on? I so far don't have any complaints, but I can see why people have complaints right now. I must say though, even with this new game, MudRunner, I've seen a pretty big amount of problems, but I think that's just something to this game, because the first SpinTires, the old one, did have this much problems as well. And it's just something I think we gotta get used to and can't really change. At least maybe the developers, but we can do much to it. That's what I mean. I see that there's another waypoint over here, so we're gonna get that. Sorry if I'm sometimes not talking about anything, because I'm not the greatest in English, as you already noticed, and yeah, I don't really have a subject to talk about over here. I wanted to talk about the new DLC and the problems it had. And other than the problem of performance issues, lag, there wasn't really much else different, or at least really much else problems. And I can't ramble on, I can't be talking about that for infinite time, for an infinite time. So please bear with me when I sometimes am a little quiet. Alright, so one thing I'm noticing now, and yesterday as well, this truck, or this Jeep as you can say, is really not that bad on off-road and on these rocky types of areas, because it climbs over it really well. But on the other hand, on these types of areas, there are a lot of branches, and that's its weakness. It doesn't get over branches really easy, and it's I don't know what to think about it. It's a little bit weird, because on the other hand, on one hand, you can go off-road and get somewhere pretty easy, but on the other hand, there's also a lot of branches which can slow you down a lot. So that is a bit my thoughts on this vehicle. I know there's also another thing with this vehicle, as you guys could have seen in the earlier gameplay of this video, is the amount of gears. This vehicle has 4 gears, and as you can notice, I'm mostly using gear 1 and 2. 3 and 4, barely. I don't even touch them really. That's something that's a bit weird. I didn't expect that, because why put 4 gears on this vehicle if you're only gonna use 2 of them? It is maybe the terrain and then driving just on the parts where it isn't possible, but I will have to play more with this. So we're almost at the cloaking, I see, or at least 120 meters, so we're pretty close. But here's exactly something about this vehicle that it just isn't the best thing about it, because as you saw, it was stuck on 2 branches. If you place it, if you're not in the correct position to drive away, then you're pretty much fucked. You're stuck in that, on those branches, and that's a little thing that I don't like about this vehicle. So we're going to get this cloak over here. If I'm going to get there, I think I should. By the way, if you are wondering, I'm playing with the Logitech G29 with a shifter, as you can probably see in the right hand side upper corner of the screen, where I see my Wheelcam. So you will be able to see everything I'm doing with my hands. I figured that was something a little pretty cool to add to the videos. I've now for around a week or something, or maybe longer, I don't really know, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and it looks to be that you guys enjoy it. I mean, I haven't heard anything bad about it, so if you have any complaints or suggestions about that, make sure to let me know as well, because I want to know if you I want to improve the channel. Let's say it like that. If I'm doing something wrong, or you do not agree with something, go ahead and post a comment. I will read it. And maybe respond. Or if just complete hate or something, completely off topic, which I don't see why it should be in the comment section, I will delete it, of course. But other than that, you're free to post whatever you want, as long as it's just not hate or something else. Alright, so we're stuck on this tree, which isn't too good. And also you see the weaknesses back of this vehicle again. I just get stuck so easily when going off-road, and on the other hand it's pretty good off-road, so I don't know what to think. It's a weird vehicle. I like it, but on the other hand I don't really like it. It gets too easily stuck, but I think we've played enough with this for now, and let's change it up to the other vehicle, which is the E7429. Alright, so let's zoom it out a bit. I must say, I like it, this vehicle. Cool new trailer. Vehicle itself is also pretty unique. Not many vehicles like this. And yeah, I like it, the looks of it. So let's set a waypoint to, I think we're going to get this garage, since on the stream we got this one. So let's change it up a bit. I'm going to go first gear, start it up. Alright, then let's go. Alright, I like this. We're going. One thing about this vehicle I want to discuss is, if you have noticed, this vehicle only has 3 gears, which isn't the most which you can ever have in a vehicle, and it isn't really the fastest, as you've maybe noticed. I personally don't mind it, but if you're driving a little bit longer distances like now, it could be a little bit annoying because you're really stuck to one speed. There's much difference in the speed of driving this, so that's one thing I already kinda dislike about it. But before we continue, I'm gonna turn down the volume a bit since it is pretty damn loud. Alright. Because I'm afraid you guys won't hear me when driving this thing. So if you can't hear me, or the sound is bad or something else with the mic, make sure to let me know so I can improve on it. And let's continue. Alright, so this is pretty basic interior. It's like the other Kamaz, I say. The other Kamaz trucks. I don't know the in-game name, but I believe it's 65 something for the other ones. That the orange and the blue one. But I must say, really cool vehicle, and as you can see, this trailer has actually 2 tires next to each other. So that's interesting. I don't think we have seen that before. I wonder why though, because it doesn't really look like this vehicle or this trailer needs that wide tires. So I don't know, maybe off-road purposes or something else. Oh, let's not go off-road. It's not a good idea, I think. Yeah, one of the complaints I have with this one right off the bat is I don't really like the speed of it, because if you would look at it, look at this vehicle from the outside, it looks pretty heavy duty, and most people will assume is when something looks heavy duty equals more power. So I'm wondering where's the power a bit. It kind of makes sense, because maybe if they give it more power it will be too overpowered, but it's a bit weird. I had to turn my monitor off for a second, or click away a message before it goes into sleep mode. It's really annoying when it happens. When you have your monitor on for too long and then it gives a little pop-up message, in 60 seconds it's gonna shut off. Alright, so back to the game. Looks like we are already getting stuck over here. I didn't expect that, so it's not looking too good for this vehicle yet. Maybe it can redeem itself, hopefully. This is also one of the vehicles of which had a special. This was also the vehicle which has the special ability of I think carrying 7 points at once, but I don't really know if that's a special ability or not. That's what I'm assuming, because judging by the attachments I saw yesterday, only really that was something that stood out to me, and which isn't something you see on other trucks. So I'm interested in what that special ability is, because I don't think the developers or publishers did say anything about it. It looks like we're getting stuck again. So is it really a type of truck that will get stuck everywhere? I hope not, because if that's going to be the case, it doesn't look very good for this DLC. Although it's not a bad DLC, but for the new vehicles, I mean. Alright, getting there. Let's release this winch. Oh, if I push the right button. And let's try and shift it up. And that isn't possible without it stalling. Oh, it's going already great. Not. This is really the type of truck we will have to winch over and over again if you're going off-road, especially with this trailer, it looks like. And I think it's pretty cool that, as you can see, those tires, which you saw in the shot for a second, one of them is for on the truck itself, it looks like, and the other one is for one of the trailer tires. So looks like this trailer will be exclusively for this vehicle, so that's something that I will give to this truck, if that is the case, because I like it when trucks have something different and that you can't get on other trucks, because it gives you a purpose to play with this truck instead of other one, or just one that already exists. But let's take a quick screenshot over here. Great. Hopefully it's good enough to use for a thumbnail. That would be awesome. And it looks like we have a pretty long way to go. Okay, let's check out the headlights of this thing. Okay, not really too bright. I honestly don't see really that big of difference. A little bit. It just gives a little bit more light to the road if you're traveling in the dark. And did this truck just really get stuck again? What did it got stuck? No, is it a trailer or something? Yeah, so as you can see, the first pair of wheels are just too heavy, it looks like, or the trailer is too heavy for all wheels to get over that little bump, which is disappointing. Hopefully it will go. Oh no, I was hoping to winch it out, but if everything is gonna break, which I don't hope this one will do as well, it won't look good. Alright. Okay, look, luckily it didn't break on us again, the winch, so it can continue. Within that, if we already had to rescue this truck, wouldn't be too good of a sign. So let's shift it up again. Alright, so what I said about the headlights is kind of a bit false, because if it's more dark and you turn them on now, then you can see actually a pretty big difference. So not bad, because some mods have also just like headlights that are just so dim that it doesn't really make sense to use them. Looks like this truck is stuck again, but I wanted to say, looks like it don't has any lights on the back of the trailer, but that's a bit expected. See if there are maybe placeholders for the lights. Oh no, I was thinking maybe it's something that they forgot to add, but it doesn't look like that. So we're finally almost there, 200 meters to go to the first garage. And then we can check out what kind of attachments this has. I already know a few, but I don't know them exactly. So we'll have to see when you get there. And I also already see the cloaking, so that's good. Alright, let's go a little bit to the left. And it didn't destroy the tree. I would have hoped it was able to do that. Maybe with more speed, but okay, let's back it up before we're getting stuck over here. Alright, let's put it in first. Shift it up. Turn on the headlights. Alright, so it looks like it's actually not too bad when driving in the water, it looks like. So that's something that isn't too disappointing, because if it would have gotten stuck in the water as well, I wouldn't be very positive about this truck anymore, because that's something that I think a truck like this should be able to do easily, and luckily it does. So it's proving itself a bit. And I see a K700, that's nice. It also looks like a little house over here. So they're populating the garage a little bit. So before it was just a garage and nothing going on. But now, a little extra house. I like that. It's a nice addition. Okay, let's back it up again. And deliver this trailer to unlock this garage. There's a pretty big turning circle, by the way, which I'm already noticing right off the bat. Not too big of a deal since the size of this truck, but hey, why not? Okay, let's see. I've got a repair kit. Alright, we can install that for now. We got also a trailer hitch, so this thing could install that right now as well. Let's see, a fuel seater. Alright, looks cool. Little modified of the standard one, I believe, because this front part isn't there on the standard fuel seater. Let's see, garage trailer, we just had that. Alright, so that carries 200 liters plus for a garage point, so not bad. And it carries fuel as well. Log carrier, 4 points, 4 points. I don't know why there are two different types of loads, but I guess we'll have to check that out, why there are two different types of loads, and the same thing for the trailer. And that gives 4 points and this 4 points as well, so I was incorrect. 8 points looks to be the total you can carry with this trailer. Not bad. Alright, just standard carriage trailer. Repair kit, alright. Short lock trailer, alright. Hitch also. Advanced utility attachment. Well, that's pretty cool. So this engine can move as well. That's from an old vehicle. I don't know what it's called again. Don't really know the names of the basic of the standard vehicles in the base game. So we will get this and get this, and let's check out a log station. I think we should first get this one, then go to there, and then we can go to a fuel station, and to end it off we'll go through there. So pretty long drive. Not too bad, I think so. And if we have done that, loaded up the logs, I think it should be enough for today, for this episode at least. And then we can continue on a later moment. And one thing I'm already noticing is that garage trailer, I think, must have been really heavy, because this thing with these two trailers is going pretty fast. I didn't expect that. I thought it would be as slow as before, but not too bad. So about the power, I don't think it's really that weak as I thought. Alright, oh, that didn't go as planned. Let's tighten this up. A shifter, it's so annoying sometimes it isn't tied up right. Then you have to do it just a little bit more. Let's continue. Alright, let's shift up. Go a little off-road. Knock down some trees. I'm curious what those two different types of load will be, because it looks like to be that just a standard type of load and one specific type of load for another vehicle. I could be incorrect. Maybe we have some new type of load we can deliver to the lumber mills. One thing that would be cool for a new DLC is maybe some DLC where we get a little bit of more different types of carriage we can load up, because now it's only just logs, and logs are not bad, but it's kind of, after a little while you're kind of starting to think maybe something else would be cool as well, and then they could add some other delivery points where you can deliver those different types of loads, or maybe other vehicles which have special abilities for that. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's pretty good at off-roading this thing, actually. Not bad vehicle at all. It redeemed itself for me, because at first I wasn't really a fan because of the speed, but now I'm driving a little bit more with it, and I see it has a little bit more power, especially when you use something that isn't as heavy as that first trailer. Then it's pretty cool. I can see the use of this, especially if you want to complete one lumber mill at a time without going 2 times to the log station or even more. The only thing is now it's getting a little bit fast stuck on just something that isn't really there. Maybe I can see it because of the water, but still, I would have. That department seems a little bit weak, to say the least. Alright, let's winch ourselves out of here. I hope you can drive normally again, because I don't really like to winch myself. This is the most fun thing to do. It's useful, but yeah, I prefer to not use it. Also, let me know if you rather have videos like this on new updates or news about SpinTires or other games, doesn't matter really what, or if you rather have so more news type like videos about games or official content, or do you rather have videos about mods? So I check out mods like my old videos, but then with commentary, because I will be starting to commentate on the channel. I'm not really planning on going back to gameplays only. I want to take a step forward and start the commentating, and maybe you can reach a bigger audience at some point. So got a second watch point, no, checkpoint, sorry. I'm getting confused. Okay, let's go on this big main road and then go to the fuel station, fuel ourselves up, because we're almost at half of our fuel tank. One thing I'm noticing a little bit with this truck is over here, the little space between the log carriage and the cabin itself, it is a little empty. Some trucks have something like a spare wheel or something else to put in the middle of that. I know the utility attachment of this is really useful when you use a trailer, but it doesn't really give me the same effect as a spare wheel, which you can attach also when not using that specific type of trailer, so it's a little bit disappointing, but we'll just have to live with it. I'm also hoping that once we're uncloaking this map a little more, that we are finding the other vehicle on here as well, because I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to get this mass, I believe, the D535, and try and rescue the other truck, because it looks like to be a little bit stuck. No real winch points inside, and I also notice right now that this truck has 3 gears as well, so I didn't know that. I have maybe my wheel for 1 month, not too long, so I didn't really look into these vehicles with the shifter. It's interesting. Didn't expect that. I thought it had at least like 4. I guess it will work then if the other vehicles have that also, so I'm not complaining. Alright, let's winch it. And we got it out. Great. Let's drive it a bit more forward. It's also one feature I really like about this game. If you press the winch button and you have it on drive mode, you can just really easily just back up your vehicle, you're winching, or maybe move it a little bit more forward like I just did. It wasn't really possible in the old game, and it's something I really use a lot. Especially when trying to get a vehicle unstuck. It's useful. Shift it up, and I think I need to go next one to the left. Yes, it was after the block post. I remembered that. Alright, passing that. Oh, I thought there was already a turn over here. Well, that's my fault. By the way, I'm also noticing it looks like these two carriages are two different types of carriages. One is a little bit more wider, and the one is, and the new one of the trailer is a little bit more smaller. So I'm curious, does that maybe change the locks are stacked? I think so, or maybe is the new one a little different overall locks, because we also still have that those two weird lock options, and looks like to be 2 vehicles over here, so that's pretty cool. I think this is one of the new vehicles. Yes, this is one of the new vehicles. The other one, if I'm correct. Let me see. Change the truck. Yes, this is one of the new ones. I haven't seen that name before, so I think we should change the truck to this one. Even though I want to review the other one, but I want to drive a little bit with the one on the left side right now, also a bit to have a feeling of what's like to drive with that. Alright, let's fuel it up. Get some fuel. Gotta check the map. Oh no, not this button. And I see that there's a watch point over there, but I'm not really going for that. Maybe if you drive past it I can get it, but for now I'm gonna leave it as this. Gonna park this thing over here, a little bit to the side, so I can pass easily with the other truck. Let's get this one. Alright, this one is already fuel. It looks like to be we got a new interior. Just check that out. That's blue seats. It threw me off a little bit. I thought it was a whole new interior with only blue seats. Maybe the interior is a little different, but not that much that I notice it right away. Alright, so this can't carry any fuel as well. This is also the new the new trailer, so I don't know what the special feature should be about the white one, the 7429, if I'm correct. Also sorry if I'm coughing a little bit, but after already for a week it is finally getting a little bit better, but it isn't great just yet. Also, I like this vehicle. I think if I had to choose the vehicle we're driving in right now, it's probably the favorite, for me at least, of this new DLC. I like it. It's compact, small. It isn't too really. It's a little discreet. You wouldn't really notice it. I like it. It's cool. So just turn and go through the water over here. Shift it up. See if that other truck can keep it up, which I hope. It wouldn't be too good if it didn't. I already imagine driving and being slowed down by the other one and wondering why we are going so slow. Alright. One thing I'm noticing though is, I don't know if it's me, I don't know if it's the game, but it looks like those vehicles are not the fastest I've ever seen. I mean, I play a lot with mods and most of the times those are pretty powerful compared to the base game vehicles, but I don't think these are quite the fastest you can get in the game. Maybe without a trailer they are fast. They're kind of a bit average, if I say so myself, in terms of speed. In terms of features, definitely better than the old ones. I can say that for sure. And it's also because I've played so much of the old game, I already know a little bit the other trucks a little better, so they aren't really special anymore, if you would say that like that. Not get stuck. Come on, get through there. It's also a pretty cool map. It reminds me a bit of a mix of I don't know what the new name is called, but of the old game Volcano and Flood. Yes, Volcano and Flood. It reminds me a little bit of a mixture between those two maps of the old game. I haven't really played the new maps of the new game. I should really, but I'm always more busy with playing with mods. But it reminds me a little bit of that, of Volcano and Flood of the old game. Not bad though. It's really cool. I always like those two maps. And it looks like this vehicle is stuck on something. What could it be? I don't know, maybe it's a tree, which is a little bit into the trailer. Looks like we're driving, so I'm not sure on what we were stuck just a second ago, but I guess we're fine. So let's continue. We have 300 meters to go, so not too far away. Alright. Let's zoom out a little bit. Get a screenshot. Or not now. Right now, so I can make a thumbnail out of it. Oh. And the other one is 6370, no, 7429. Oh, those names are really confusing, by the way, if you don't really try to remind them. That was what the word I was looking for. Sometimes really a bit confusing with all those numbers and stuff. But after a little bit of playing, you will know that most of them. I also know most of them, but these new ones, just gotta play more with them. Oh, don't tell me one of the trucks is getting stuck again. It looks like to be again that 7429. And let's see, is this one also getting stuck, or isn't it? Oh, this one as well. Let's see if I can winch. No, we'll go to the left then. Let's take the easy route. Alright, let's release it. Get that vehicle as well. And it isn't moving. Great. Is this one moving? Please tell me this. Don't tell me this is stuck as well. Looks like to be stuck as well. Maybe if I go a little bit more over here, where there aren't as many rocks. Also looks like to be a little bit sort of path, but also not really. So let's try and winch, if there's even a winch point. Great. This is really annoying. I don't hope this last part will be complete only like this, because it would make me too happy. I'm afraid the trailer is the issue though. That's the thing that's stopping us from going any further. Alright, let's release that. Throw it in reverse. Nothing yet, it looks like. It really doesn't want to move. Why are you doing this to me, game? I don't have anything about that. It's too short of distance. Now I could hope it doesn't flip. That would suck. Oh no. Alright. Let's get the winch. Release that. Try maybe go here. No, I'm afraid we have to go all the way to the right. Or some other way around, because this looks like it really wants me to go through this little river. Or maybe I can try one more thing before going to give up on this spot. Is change track. Like this, and then for the first. Come on. Gotta work. Some way, somehow. Oh well. Looks like I'm getting too close to the other one. Alright, maybe for this way. Because I also see a little more branches. Yes. Let's winch that. Oh crap. This one is getting stuck on a rock. Didn't saw that one coming. Zooming out again. So got a better view of what we're actually doing. Oh no. Alright, so making progress again. Drive up this mountain. It's coming along nice as well. And I think I already see the issue, because if you look at the truck itself and the wheels of the trailer, you can see that the truck has big off-road tires and the trailer has just normal street tires on it, and I think it's the same for the other truck behind. Let's shift it up. Alright, almost there. Good. Alright, that's one in, and I'm going to change to the other one. Don't mind the chat, by the way. It's my friend Grandy. He can wait a bit. Alright, finally there. Let's put it in neutral and oh, alright, I was looking for the menu, but I found it. Okay, so why is this these word names? I don't know if it's normal, maybe it's one of my mods that is causing this. Oh, I need to install medium lock. Alright. So, alright, this is loaded up, and I think this one will need this one then. Alright, cool, and let's shut it off for now, as we won't use it for now. Can repair the other truck just a little bit. Oh no, why did I just do that? Oh god. Ah, great. There goes my freaking trailer, I believe. Or maybe this. Ah, okay, alright. Stop engine. Change track. Alright. Medium locks, I think. Alright. Medium locks as well. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, the 7429, I believe it's how it's called. Yes, E7429 has two carriages for medium locks, and the, let's see, C6317 has one carriage for short locks and one for long locks. I was expected it to be the same, maybe two short locks or one or two medium locks, but doesn't really matter. We also checked out the A96-9. Alright. No. Why can't I spawn to that? I should be able to. Alright. Oh god. Sorry for the coughing. But we also checked out this one, the A96-9. It's a pretty cool off-road little vehicle. I don't think this DLC is too bad. It maybe looked like not much when playing it, but when you actually get to play it, it's pretty cool. I think this will be it for today. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you and that's it. I will see you guys next time. Later.